Good morning, dreamers. How are you today? I have my Vancouver mug. Da, da, da. Because today is our first Truth and Reconciliation Day. And so my heart is thinking of Canada and before Canada and the peoples that were on this land far before my ancestors got here and started colonizing and using this land for trade and commerce. And we need to meditate on these things for sure. We need to accept the truth of where we come from, not to be enslaved by it, but in order to be set free, to be really honest, and not just to label ourselves, if you're white like me, colonizer or oppressor. It's not about that. It's not about giving someone else a leg up and over. It's about elevating humanity in general, because each person is an image bearer of God, the Creator. And I just thought it was really an interesting concept that our government finally got around to. That there is a stat holiday where we need to now take time to think and meditate and accept the truth of the past so that we're not enslaved by it. There's a TikToker, modern warrior, his name is Lance, and he just sits and listens to arrogant white people like this. And he says, "Hey, colonizer." And he's not speaking to white people in general. He's speaking to the arrogant, those that still have a colonizing spirit, an us and them spirit. I was talking on Saturday with my family and I said something about I can't stand the false dichotomies that are in the world right now. They are really driving me crazy when I hear a this or. And it's automatically, if you're this, you cannot be this. And if you're this, you cannot be this. And my brother just said the dichotomy is us and them. It's a true dichotomy. Us versus them. But we label the them however we want. And so we create the false dichotomies within that. Because the example that I had was anti-vaxxer versus anti-passport, right? Those are not necessarily the same thing. And someone who is anti all vaccines might be hesitant on certain vaccines, right? And I'm not going there today. I'm just saying that was the example that I was using. And I had to hear my brother say that because it's so true. I get caught up in the syntax sometimes and I get tripped up, but ultimately it's the spirit of us and them. And when Lance says, "Hey, colonizer," with a face and expression that is just so tired, I am so weary of this. It is him addressing the spirit within the troll. Let's be honest, that's what they're being at that moment. And it is an us and them thing. And Christians are so good at this. I hate the fact that we're so good at it. We're good at it with each other. Right? You follow Jesus? Great. What denomination are you? Presbyterian. Oh, what are you? Baptist. Oh, you're not a real Christian. Oh, it just is so petty. So petty. It doesn't matter what's over the door. It matters what's going on in your spirit and your heart. Christ came to unify, not divide. To sit with the marginalized and say, hey, let's all be in this together. There are Venn diagrams everywhere, right? But most of us land somewhere in the middle. And we share common ground simply because we are walking this earth together. So today, as you move through the day, think about owning the past, really recognizing it. Someone said to me, well, I don't think it was a genocide. They weren't trying to kill the native peoples. No, but they were trying to, the phrase was, kill the Indian, save the man. So it was a genocide of the culture. It was a genocide, an ethnic cleansing. And we have to own those hard words sometimes. Not to be enslaved by them, but so that we can reconcile and make reparations where they're needed. And they are so desperately, desperately needed. And this is on big scale, but it's also on a little one. Is there someone in your life, doesn't matter what the situation has been, but is there a past that you have with somebody that you need to own, tell the truth about, and then reconcile? Reconciliation does not mean everything goes back to the way it was. Reconciliation means the spirit has changed towards that person, and there can now be a hospitable nature. Is there some truth you need to own today, and some reconciliation you need to make? I don't know. You think about it, and don't look at it as, well, what do other people have to do for me? No. And it may simply be an inner exercise where you reframe somebody else's pain that hurt you. And you may still need to have them blocked, but they can be forgiven, and you can actually pray for them. And you can actually say, God, I really want the best for them. I can't be the agent of change for them, but I want the best. So please bring somebody. And I love this. I forget which instructor told me this, but basically, if you can't forgive, pray, I want to forgive. I don't even want to forgive right now, but I want to. And if that's where you are, that's where you are. So take some time to think about that today. Take some time to have some sweet dreams along the way. Oh, Canada. We have a long way to go. So let's start today and be proactive as we look at truth and reconciliation. And there's no reconciliation without restoration. Sweet dreams. Bye.